Week 1, Tuesday. Polar bears. Polar bears are built to survive the freezing Arctic. Thick fur. Brr. Polar bears live in Arctic homes. They have 2 layers of fur. The bottom layer has short, thick hair, and the top layer has long hair. It's like wearing 2 very big jackets. Blubber. Polar bears also have an insulating layer of body fat under their skin called blubber. It is 4 inches thick. In fact, the blubber works so well to keep polar bears warm that they must be careful not to overheat. They will go swim when they need to cool off. Paws. Arctic ice is very slippery. Polar bear paws are adapted for walking on ice and swimming in the sea. Hairs and bumps on the bottom of their feet helps them not to slip. Also, they have webbed toes, like they are wearing flippers. It makes them great swimmers. This caption says, "Thick fur is perfect for cold weather." This caption says, polar bears can weigh up to 1,500 pounds. Polar bear glossary. Remember that the glossary tells us what those important words mean in the text. Insulating is a verb that means stops the loss of heat. Adapted is a verb that means to become changed for new conditions. Webbed is an adjective that means having the toes connected by a membrane. Polar bears comprehension questions. 1. The bottom layer of fur is short and is it A, thick, B, white, C, thin, or D, straight? Remember to go back and look at the text as you're trying to find the answer. If you want to stop and rewind the video, you can listen to me read it again. Number 2, polar bear fur is like wearing 2 what? A, shirts, B, pants, C, sweaters, or D, jackets. D says 4 jackets, but I think they just mean jackets. 3. What does the word insulating mean? A, stops the loss of heat. B, builds up heat more and more. Or C, speeds up the loss of heat. Remember to use the glossary to find the definitions for those keywords. 4. What happens when polar bears get too hot from their blubber? A, they will go for a swim to cool off. B, they will jump back and forth to cool off. 5. How many inches thick is blubber? Is it A, 2, B, 4, C, 6, or D, 8? Number 6. What does the word adapted mean? A, to stay the same always. B, to start changing for old conditions. Or C, to become changed for new conditions. 7. What helps polar bears to not slip on the ice? Is it A, their fur, B, their blubber, C, paws, or D, toes? Number 8. Polar bear paws have hairs and A. Bumps, B. Fur, C. Stripes, or D. Blubber. Number 9. How are polar bears great swimmers? A. With blubber, B. With webbed toes, C. With paws, or D. With claws. Number 10. What is the main idea of this text? A. Polar bears are built to survive the freezing Arctic. Or B. Polar bears have webbed toes to swim. Otters. Otters spend most of their time in the water. They have long, flat tails and webbed feet that help them swim. It is fun to watch otters because they are very playful. In the summer, they slide down banks of mud and splash into the water. In the winter, they love to slide in the snow. Otters mostly eat fish. They can also eat frogs, small snakes, birds, and insects. An otter can hold its food in its paws and float on its back while it eats. It looks like the otter is using its belly as a table. Number 1. Otters spend most of their time A. On land, B. In the water, C. Eating rats and mice. Number 2. Otters eat mostly A. Crabs, B. Mice, or C. Fish. Number 3. Otters are very A. Playful, B. Mean, or C. Little. Number 4. An otter can use its belly like A. A chair, B. A bed, or C. A table. Write 2 facts about what otters eat. Remember to look back and use the text to find evidence so that you can make sure your answer is correct. Next, what would you like to see an otter do? Next, rate this passage on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 meaning you found this passage very interesting and 1 meaning you did not find this passage interesting at all. Justify your rating. When they say justify your rating, they mean write 1 or 2 sentences that explains why you found it interesting or why you did not find it interesting. If you just write the number, you're not answering the whole question. Context clues number 5. As Dave and Kate chased each other around the store, their mom fussed at them. Dave and Kate, you both need to use your best manners and be on your best blank. Mr. Randall is a very important customer. What goes in that blank? Should they be on their best feet? Be on their best behavior? Or be on their best choices? Context clues number 6. After breaking Grandma's favorite vase, Jackie blank out of the house and went home. Jackie didn't want to get in trouble for playing in the dining room and left quickly. What goes in that blank? After she broke her grandma's vase, did Jackie A. walk, B. screamed, or C. bolted? Context clues number 7. Dad left all his power tools on the back deck when he was working, and Anika had to be blank around them. They were powerful tools and could hurt her. How did Anika need to act? Should she be A, cautious, B, quick, or C, helpful? Context clues number 8. With the fire burning, a warm blanket around her, and a book in her hand, Anne was very blank on the snowy Saturday. How did Anne feel that Saturday? Was she A, very cold, B, very cozy, or C, very lonely? Adding end punctuation. All sentences need end marks. The snow falls. That's a telling sentence, so we use a period. Is it snowing? That's an asking sentence, so we use a question mark. We want snow. That shows strong feeling, so we use an exclamation point. Guided practice. Add the correct end mark to each sentence. 1. Becky looks out the window. Should we put a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point at the end of that sentence? Number 2. She sees the snow. Number 3. It is very deep. Number 4. What will she do next?